With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set, hut, and read. Check right, check right. Stick down.
First carry for James Conner. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Second and 14. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Fields. And this one's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
40's the mark. Squeeze. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing again. Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Fields. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
On first down, Fields. He'll get that one complete to Connor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Second and 5. Flush to his right. And almost intercepted. He could have picked it. Maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alec Ogletree able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive will start with Connor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Fields. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Check your hot read. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Check.
after the interception. Here's Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 19 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. He juked him. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Check 15.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. And the catch made by Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd down, it's Cotter. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down now, Dobbins, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Jackson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, Dobbins, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Jackson now. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there, with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. But it's brought in by Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Back to throw. Fields. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Operating from the gun. Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the draw, counter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. To throw on 3rd down. Fields under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Down. Take the Pittsburgh. Watching you grind. All day, punt. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check 20 seconds.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Alec Ogletree in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
He's moving, boys, he's moving. Mark 55.
Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 56. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the go.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Keep doing it.
On first down, Connor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. From the gun, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Kill, turn up. Now, you got to get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. 50X, the mic. 50X,
To throw on second down. Fields. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Ravens 38, Steelers 3. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Play fake. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Joker. Check. Hey. Check hot route. Hot. Spine.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a throw here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking deep here for Ebron. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey.
Here's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Motion man, watch 12, watch 12. Single, 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 single. Neil, wide, get wide.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Green brings it in. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check 43. Set up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins.
Switch gears.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Watch the safety creep. 61. Match box. Right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Tucker's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Butler, he'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
A first down carry for Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, if you look at this Week 1 matchup on paper and you see the Titans' name next to the Browns' name, you're thinking, there can't be much history there. But if you factor in that the Titans used to be the Houston Oilers, well, there is good history there because these two franchises were division rivals in the old AFC Central. That was before the 2002 NFL realignment. So there is history, albeit way back in the rearview mirror. Back to the air on 2nd down. Butler, they'll roll him out right. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the... Right now, we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. On first down, Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Let's go.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to throw. Butler. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Check. Mike 50. I'm here all day. Ready?
Looking to throw. Butler. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
30 base.
They begin with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Back to throw. Butler. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Check girls. 31's the mark.
To throw on 2nd down. Butler looking here for Smith down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Butler. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Butler. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
First down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw on third down. Butler completes it to Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward.
Holding. Defense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. It's caught. Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mayfield now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, you got three, three down.
To throw again, Butler. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll run on first down. Evans. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Hey, box truck.
Looking to throw on second down. Butler. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Butler. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught at the 10.
Here we go.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd and 3.
Hit him.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. On third down, Butler. Hard throw, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So he missed that field goal. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On 1st and 10, Butler. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Mike 50.
Back to throw. Butler. They will find Davis. That's complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's third down. The Titans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Butler. Larry Ogunjobi able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, Butler. They were trying to set up. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. Throwing to start the drive, Butler. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Butler. He's going to let it fly. And that is